Controlling IT access is requested to be compliant with law, regulations and certifications, and also by common senses. Today, high-skilled IT specialists are needed to keep the business running and to reduce downtime. To be flexible and sufficient, remote access is the right choice. Access control products like VPNs, firewalls, terminal servers are not sufficient and do not meet the actual business requirements. A couple of years ago, I noticed the video camera at my petrol station. It increased their security standard, and any customer is aware that filling is reproducible. There is no need of special cars or buildings. Is it possible to have the same functionality for our data center? How can we achieve a software-based video control to record users' interactions from any client to any server without client or server-side modifications? It is possible, and even more, have a look.
How does this work? Generally, users with their clients are in different networks at the service. But if clients are protocol-based bridged directly to the service, they have to be treated with the same security level. It's one security domain. Inserting Toolbox Solutions' Visulox module into the communication allows logical and physical separation and can do numerous controls. Recording interaction, controlled file transfer, help desking, dual control, which is a real implementation of a 4i principle, access grant and control facility, reporting of who did what and when, including who granted access to whom.
In our upcoming scenario, we have two actors. We have Bernard and we have Chris. Bernard is located in Paris and he's there responsible for the IT. On the other side, we have Chris. Chris is an employee of an external service provider for Bernard's company. Now, let's be a fly in the daily task of Bernard and Chris.
Today, Chris has to maintain the database. He uses a browser to log into the data center and starts a remote virtual Windows XP environment. Based on the security policy, the session is unbypassable recorded and Chris has to commit this. To do the job, Chris launched the MySQL query tool, but he cannot log in. Due to the security policy, passwords are not communicated to externals, so Chris begs for entering the password from Bernard. Bernard selects Chris in the data center management desk and connects to Chris. Chris accepts. Bernard now enters the password for the tool and enables Chris to do his work without knowing the password. Chris does SQL queries in the human resource database of Bernard's company. The result is stored in a share connected to Chris' client. He opens the file locally. To go ahead with his work, Chris wants to upload a file. The security policy of the company does not allow downloading executables. Here we will stop to be the fly.
Two days later, Bernard remembers that he granted access to the database in a cooperation session with Chris. So he wants to know what Chris really did in this session.
Bertrand in Paris searches Chris in the archive and looks into the film. He retraces exactly what Chris did. Getting the password from himself, selecting data in the human resource database, downloading the SQL result to his client, trying to upload a Windows binary. There are more informations gathering from the management desk, but this would be enough for the moment.
Hey, what really cool technology! Now security officers know who did what in the data center, who granted access to whom, and which data was transferred between inner and outer world. Toolbox Solution is happy to make your IT more compliant with safety regulations.